5G in autonomous cars is set to change the way that we get from point A to point B. There are facilities in Canada that are specifically designed to test self-driving cars. And there's people in Canada that are leading the charge in that particular space.
My name is Suzanne Cork, and I'm one of the strategic markets directors here at Area X.O. We are actually located on an old federal experimental farm, and we occupy a site about 1,866 acres. There's about 16 kilometers of paved roadways on our site. Everything is intended to mimic what you would find in the public domain.
This intersection is part of our smart city zone, and as you can tell, this intersection is fully sensored with capabilities to measure wind speed, temperature. It has cameras, it has radar, and essentially what this does is it allows the autonomous vehicles that we test here on site to communicate not only with the traffic, but also with the surrounding areas.
Hey guys. You can kind of think of me as a concierge for the facility. I help folks that are innovators and entrepreneurs and technologists make the most of all of the equipment and the technology that we have here on site. And some of the ideas that we test out are crazy and they don't work, but that's why we're here.
Noticing the intersection and getting it all set up.
At Area X.O, we are really optimized to test autonomous vehicles.
This is a connected and autonomous vehicle. So we have a LiDAR installed in the rear. It is helpful for object detection and tracking purposes and understanding the environment around the vehicle. This is the radar sensor that we have on the vehicle, mounted in the front of the vehicle to detect objects in the front and maneuver the vehicle safely. We also have another front LiDAR installed, and this is also used to generate a 3D map of the environment around the vehicle.
When we think about LiDAR and radar, they do two different things. The LiDAR almost creates what a human might see. LiDAR's finicky though, doesn't work too well in really bad weather. So you need backups for absolutely everything. And radar gives you a better sense of, the vehicle and its surroundings, next to other cars or big infrastructure, poles and things like that are metal.
All the sensors that we have on the rooftop, the data from those sensors comes inside this trunk where it is getting processed. This is the brain power behind all that processing. And in addition to that, we have a device which can detect the 5G signals.
There's a lot of 5G here, and I would say 5G is at the cutting edge of what we're doing. You have to be able to move that big amount of data through the network very, very quickly. And 5G makes all of that possible. Gives us bandwidth we didn't have before and speeds that we didn't have before.
So when you get to the yellow sign, I'm going to do start and two.
Sure.
Okay, and we'll see how it goes. When Divvy gets to the yellow crosswalk sign, I'm going to activate the mannequin. As that happens, the car is going to pick it up and react to it.
5G, it allows low latency. What that really means is the vehicles can respond quickly within milliseconds. The data moves back and forth so quickly between the vehicle and the infrastructure. It's much faster than a human being could actually respond.
There's so many things that have to work together to make this work. I'm surprised every time this does this.
When we have a full smart city environment powered by 5G, then the cars will behave persistently and consistently. So they'll behave within speed limits. They'll stay within the driving zones. They will make decisions based on rules as opposed to leaving it up to people. I believe our roads will be safer.
I was shocked when I found out that the leading cause of death between 16 and 19 years of age is road traffic accidents. It's shocking. And so if we can improve the safety of cars by using technology so that they can talk to each other, so that they can make sure that the driver and the occupants are safe, then that's got to be good for everybody.
Our entire environment is going to change significantly as these technologies evolve and are fully commercialized and available.
In Bentonville, Arkansas, we're moving goods for Walmart, and now our truck is doing so driverlessly multiple times per day, multiple hours per day. Driverless route means that there is no human in the driving position, so the vehicle is driving itself from point A to point B.
I think the public, to believe it, need to see it, and now they get a chance to see it. They get to see it solving a real problem, which is goods movement.
Yeah, seeing a vehicle without a driver is incredibly shocking for individuals. We're not used to seeing that, and at first there's a moment of maybe fear, followed by exhilaration, followed by curiosity. You'll see someone pull up and essentially slow down and try to get beside the driving position until they can fathom the fact that this vehicle is there driving itself without someone in the driving seat. Currently, we're operating without 5G, and the vehicle can do so safely and extraordinarily well. However, 5G is going to bring some fantastic benefits to Gatik and the entire industry.
When we start deploying hundreds or thousands of vehicles, 5G becomes a necessity for autonomous vehicles to continue to grow. Because 5G has more bandwidth, there's that bigger pipe in place that allows more devices, in this case vehicles, to be connected to that 5G connection. And that's integral to autonomous cars, because part of that concept is that every single vehicle is communicating with every other vehicle.
They can tell each other what they're doing from a distance, but also being able to connect to infrastructure. So you can know that a red light is coming up 2 minutes before you even reach an intersection, and you can adjust your speed accordingly. And if you have a multitude of vehicles approaching that intersection, being able to communicate that we're all approaching together, you might actually be able to change to a green light a little bit faster than you would otherwise. So it can increase the flow of traffic, which really helps all road users. One of the big benefits of autonomous vehicles that'll be even further augmented by 5G is the fact that robots don't get tired, they don't get sick, they don't get drunk, so they can continue to work and continue to move goods. By the time you're seeing this, you likely would have heard from Gatik that we also deployed the first driverless, regular, ongoing operations in Canada. We are very excited to achieve that milestone. It's a Canadian first, it's an industry first. We're incredibly proud. And this fleet's only going to grow, especially with the deployment of 5G. It'll only accelerate that growth.
5G has become essential in helping the technology behind autonomous cars continue to grow. The tech also allows for better vehicle awareness and response times, leading us toward a world with less crashes and overall safer roads. What kind of tech would you like us to talk about next? Let me know in the comments, and be sure to subscribe for new episodes every other Friday. See ya!